Oh, you know it, B. I'm sitting here on this side porch, man. Got my little home studio just about done. I'm really not sure what I am attempting to accomplish. The other day I posted a video indicating that I really wish people would stop asking me questions about the Bible. I apologize. I really do. I want to apologize to each and every one of you. Because as a Christian brother, that is one of the great missions of my life, since the God of my understanding reached down from the very throne of heaven and resurrected a broken man who had shattered a gazillion pieces on a 6x9 prison cell deep behind 250,000 tons of dehumanizing cement and steel. God shuffled those pieces together and resurrected the man that I am today. And with that, it came a responsibility. And that responsibility is to share the Word of God, to share what He's done in my life at any given moment in time. Now, mind you, I did indicate that I am trying at the very precise moment to finish a degree, a master's degree in theology, and I am. And it's not because I desire to teach anyone, because that's not my intent. It really wasn't. My intent was to see how far man's education would take me in telling me about God and the spirituality of Jesus Christ. How truthful would that education be? I've quickly learned that it's really not up to what it's meant to be. Which is why I can see a whole lot of, the reasons for which men like T.D. Jakes go astray, Joel Osteen, men, preachers like that. I can see why they go astray. And despite the fact that I will most likely complete this master's degree within the next 60 days. Hopefully if I pass my last dissertation and thesis, that'd be great, I'm not really sure if I want to dig any deeper into it, like having a PhD in theology. I think a master's is suitable. And I only want to finish that master's degree because it was something that I had made a promise to God. Like I said, man, I didn't find God. God found me. You hear a lot of people say, I found God in jail, or you'll hear people talk about individuals that had been in jail. Oh, yeah, that's where he found God. God only knows how many men I've seen come in jail and find God. Muslim and, do you know how many young white kids I would see come into those correctional facilities, Western State Penitentiary, Mercer, House. So many of those young men would come in those prison facilities, white men, scared to death, young white kids, scared to death, act tough as shit, and would join the Islamic Brotherhood because that's, who they thought would protect them. Some of those very young white men that thought the very brotherhood that would protect them actually raped them, victimized them. It was just crazy to see the shit that went on inside of those facilities. But I don't want to teach anything or anyone. I made a promise to God that if He allowed me, as a nonviolent offender, ending up in one of the worst penitentiaries on the face of this planet, here in the United States anyway, Western State Penitentiary. It was a world within a world. You could get anything. There was the center of the ball field when I first got there. You had dust. Oh, man. In the summertime, the softball field, if you were standing outside and a gust of wind happened to go, yeah, you better buckle up, Buster. Like, kind of, yeah, you would have a windstorm or a sandstorm that was out of this world, a dirt storm, whatever the hell you want to call it. The ghosts of convicts past is what some would whisper. It was crazy. It was a world within a world, man. But I don't intend on teaching anyone, but I will. At any given point in time when someone asks me a question, I will tell the truth, in as much as I know what that truth might be. And if someone questions that truth, despite the fact that you think I might be upset, I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. Because I too can stand to be corrected. As a matter of fact, that's what I like the most, is when I can be correct with the truth. Because I don't like living in ignorance. I don't like being stupid and dumb. It just doesn't set well with me. Especially if I call myself a man. It just doesn't set well. So I don't mean to ever offend anyone with anything that I might ever say on these videos. Ever. And all I intend to do, one, is to hopefully in some small way entertain, which is why I do that silly shit. Do you know, that's why I do that stuff. But there will be moments when I'll be serious, like now. Whenever I want you to know beyond a shadow of a doubt, I mean no harm. But if asked, I am going to tell the truth, according to the truth of my perception of the things of this world, of my own education and just experience, life lessons, ears that hear and eyes that see. And would you believe there are some people out there that do watch my videos that say I don't even have a right to speak about what God done in my life? For real. Because I don't display a certificate. I don't display some authority from man gives me permission. I'm out, man. I love you guys. I'll save that whole argument right there about man's permission to speak about God. I'll save that for another video. But I did want to address the fact that I don't mean any harm to anyone out there. But I will speak the truth when asked a question. And if the only way that I can answer that question is by doing a video, then that's what I'm going to do. I like playing with video. Keeps me young. Which is why I set up this whole home studio. This is going to be a phenomenal little place. When I'm done, I hope to unveil it to all of you. And don't you folks get all jealous and stuff and think you're going to come out here and ransack and party and maybe burglarize my little home studio. I got wolves tied up in the alleyway, or in my driveway, alleyway. I don't live in the city. I live in the country. Y'all stay safe. I love you, man. I really do. I mean no harm, man. I'm just an old guy having fun.